Hello students, warm welcome to today's new video of chapter 2 accounts of not-for-profit concern. Students, today we are going to solve the fifth sum of our e-book, which is again an unsolved section. Fifth question, Bharatiya Kala Kendra Solapur gives you following information. Prepare income and expenditure account. We are supposed to prepare income and expenditure account. So, what are the information given to you? You are given a receipts and payment account and some additional information. Some additional informations are given to you. So we will just first tick mark the elements which is having an adjustment. So we will read the first adjustment. Legacies are to be capitalized. So legacies are to be capitalized means it should be added to capital fund. So it is having an adjustment. Tick mark. Outstanding salary. So outstanding salary, tick mark against salary. Then you have 50% of entrance fees are to be capitalized. So tick mark entrance fees. So what we are going to prepare? We are going to prepare income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2018. This is particulars. Debit side is for expenses, particulars, amount, particulars, amount and amount. Okay. Now we start solving. We start with the receipt side, income side. The first element you have two balance brought on, cash in hand, cash at bank. Now cash in hand, cash at bank, it's a opening balance of cash in hand and cash at bank. We will not write as we are not going to prepare opening balance sheet, or we are not going to prepare the closing balance sheet. The next element is locker rent. Locker rent means our organization is having some lockers and we have given a facility to the members. For that we get rent. So locker rent is our income. So we write in income and expenditure account credit side by locker rent 400. Then we have entrance fees. Again it's an income. Entrance fees is an income. So we write here by entrance fees. We write here entrance fees. In the inner column you write 2,900. Then we have sale of old furnitures. We have sale of old newspaper. To sale of old newspaper is an income. So we write in income and expenditure account credit side by sale of old newspaper, which is 250 rupees. Receipts from drama. The next element is receipt from drama. Receipt from drama is an income. So by receipt from drama, the amount is 9,000. Next is legacies. Legacies, the adjustment is that legacies are to be capitalized, means you have to add up legacies to the capital fund. Now capital fund we usually write in the balance sheet liability side. So legacies will be ignoring as we are not preparing balance sheet. Then we have interest on government securities. Again it's an income. So by interest on government securities 400 rupees. Then we have miscellaneous receipt. Miscellaneous receipt means XYZ receipt. So by miscellaneous receipt 400. This completes the debit side of receipts and payment account. Now we go to the payment side. In payment side, what do we have? In payment side, you can see the first element is stationery. So stationery, it's an expense, so we write in debit side to stationery, it is 600 rupees. Then the next item, buy furniture purchased, it's an asset, so we write in the balance sheet asset side. We are going to ignore it as we are not going to prepare a balance sheet. Then we have investments in government securities. Investment in government securities is 14,000. So again it's an asset. Investment in government securities, it is an asset. Then we have expenses of drama. Expenses of drama, it is an expense. Expenses of drama to expenses of drama 3,000 rupees. Then we have postage. We write in again debit side postage 450 rupees. Then we have magazines and newspapers. We write in debit side to magazines and newspapers 600. Then we have next element, we have salaries. Salaries is 4,400. It is having an adjustment salary, so we write in the inner column. Then we have buy balance carried on, cash in hand, cash at bank. It is a closing balance of cash in hand and cash at bank. So we write in the balance sheet asset side, but we are going to ignore over here as we are not preparing a balance sheet. Now we come to the adjustment number 1. The adjustment number 1 is legacies are to be capitalized. It means that legacies को capital fund में लिखना है. तो बैलेंस शीट हमने बनाया नहीं है, so we will not have the effect of first adjustment. Second adjustment is outstanding salary. Outstanding salary मतलब salary is outstanding. So what is the first effect of outstanding salary? You will add it to salary outstanding. Add it to salaries outstanding, which is 200 rupees. 4,400 plus 200 will give you 4,600. Second effect of this will be balance sheet liability side. We will not give the second effect as we are not preparing the balance sheet. Third adjustment, 50% of entrance fees are to be capitalized. 50% of entrance fees are to be capitalized का मतलब entrance fees का 50%, entrance fees का 50% capitalize होगा. So we write here capitalized. 50%. So 50% will be 1,450. So 2,900 minus 1,450 will give you 1,450. Okay. Now the second effect of it will be given in the balance sheet liability side. You add it to the entrance fees. You add to the capital fund. But we are not going to give the second effect as we are not preparing the balance sheet. Now we will close the account. The sum gets over. Now we will close the account. We total up. Now you total the debit side, total the credit side. Now we will see the first totaling the credit side. What you get here: 0, 5, 10, 1 carry, 9, 11, 15, 19, 1 carry, 2 plus 9, 11,000. So credit side total comes to 11,900. Now we'll see the debit side total. Debit side total is 0, 5, 6, 10, 16, 22, 5 plus 4, 9. so it comes to 9250. On subtracting this, you will be getting 2650. Now see, when you total the debit side, amount, you are getting 9250, and when you total the credit side item, you are getting 11,900. So very clear, credit side is more, so write the credit side amount on both the side, 11,900. Subtract this, you will be getting 2650. So 2650 is a surplus. We write here 2 excess of income over expenditure. In bracket you write surplus, which is 2650. The second effect of surplus will be, you will be adding this to capital fund in the liability side, but as such we are not going to prepare a balance sheet, so it will not have a second effect. Okay. Hello, now we will solve the second sum. This is question. Okay, now we'll go for the sixth sum. From the following particulars relating to Radha Krishna Charitable Pune, prepare income and expenditure account for the year ending 31st March 2020 and balance sheet as on that day. So you are given receipts and payment account. Now receipts and payment account, as I told you, it's like a cash and bank account. Debit side has all incomes, credit side shows all the expenditure. Below that you are given some adjustments. And now this adjustment, like opening date is given, what is the opening balance, what is the closing balance is given to you. With the help of this information, we are going to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet as on date 31st March 2020. Okay, so now first we will just put tick mark across the item which is having an adjustments. Okay, now if you see the adjustment section, subscription, so total you are having 4 subscription over here, 1 2 3 4, opening, closing. So we will put tick mark, 1 tick mark across subscription is enough. We know that there are 2 items to be added in subscription and 2 items to be subtracted in subscription. Okay, then we have stock of medicines. So stock of medicines, opening is given, closing is also given to you. So tick mark across medicine, by medicines purchased. Then you have estimated value of equipments. You are having equipments over here. There is an adjustment across equipments. Then you have building. Then billing is not given in the payment side. You can see billing is not given, so it is independent adjustment. Capital fund, it's independent adjustment. 10% investment, so investment is given, 10% investment, again it's an independent adjustment. Okay, provide depreciation on equipments, so across equipments you put one more tick mark. And on building, so building is an independent adjustment, so we will write here building, independent adjustment is there. Okay, now we will start solving the sum. We will start with the, so this is the accounts which we are going to prepare. We are going to prepare income and expenditure account, and we are going to prepare balance sheet as on 31st March 2020. Okay, so first element, we are having 2 balance brought down cash. Now cash, it is a opening balance of cash. We are not preparing opening balance sheet, we are preparing closing balance sheet. As we are preparing closing balance sheet, so we need closing balance of cash in hand and cash at bank. So 2 balance brought down cash account will not be recorded anywhere. Then we have subscription. We have subscription is an income, so we write here by subscription, which is 52,000. Okay, leave some space because it is having more adjustments. So subscription. Then we have donation. Donation is general given. General means it is an income, so we write in income and expenditure account. I'm just writing it down. So by donation, it is general. If it is given special, then you have to write in liability side. So donation in general, it is 17,500. Then we have interest on investments. The next item is interest on investment. It is an income, so it is an income. So by interest on investment, it is 10,000. So these are the income. If you see in additional information, if you see, there is 10% investment, which is 1 lakh rupees. It is a opening balance of investment, which is 1 lakh rupees. We are having an investment whose value is 1 lakh rupees, and the interest what you are going to get on it is 10%. तो 10% इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा आपको. तो 10% इंटरेस्ट अगर आप कैलकुलेट करते हो 1 लाख के ऊपर, अगर आप 10% कैलकुलेट करते हो, इट कम्स टू 10,000. इट कम्स टू 10,000. एंड आपका इनकम जो है इंटरेस्ट ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना मिला है? 10,000. यानी उसका कैलकुलेशन भी 10,000 आ रहा है, उसका कैलकुलेशन 10% आ रहा है 10,000, और आपको मिला भी कितना है? 10,000. इसका मतलब आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट जो आप एसेट्स में लिखोगे, इन्वेस्टमेंट आपका एसेट जो है 1 लाख रुपीज है, इसके ऊपर आपको मिलेगा इंटरेस्ट. आपको मिलेगा इंटरेस्ट जो है 10,000. यानी आपके पास टोटल वैल्यू ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना हुआ? 1,10,000. क्योंकि इन्वेस्टमेंट का ऊपर रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट दिया है 10%. आपने 10% कैलकुलेट किया 1 लाख रुपीज के ऊपर, तो आपको मिला 10,000. इसका मतलब आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट आज की तारीख में कितना हुआ? 1,10,000 हुआ है. ओके, सो दिस इज अ इन्वेस्टमेंट कैलकुलेशन. Then after that we have proceeds. We are having 2 proceeds from charity show. Proceeds from charity show यानी कि we have conducted some shows, and from that show we got some income 8530. Proceeds का मतलब होता है इनकम ही होता है. जैसे आपने proceeds from sale of assets बोलते हैं. So proceeds on sale of assets का मतलब क्या? एसेट्स को बेचने के बाद हमें कितना पैसा मिला, तो it is our income. So proceeds from charity show, it is an income. So we write on income side by proceeds from charity. It comes to 8530. So this end up our receipts, that is income. Okay. Now we come to the payment side. In payment side, what we have? First item we are having medicine purchased. Okay. We are having medicines purchased first. Okay. Now first medicines purchased we are having. So you can see here some medicines informations are given to you. Stock of medicine. हमने ये बहुत बार किया है ऐसा एडजस्टमेंट, जैसा ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ मेडिसिन, फिर क्लोजिंग. ठीक है, ये आपका Now we go for the next item, that is medicines purchase. Now मेडिसिन परचेजेस करंट ईयर में आपने इतना परचेस किया है, मेडिसिन परचेज आपने 41,000 किया है. ठीक है, लेकिन अपने पास जूना स्टॉक भी है. अगर आप देखोगे स्टॉक ऑफ मेडिसिन, तुम्हारे पास जूना स्टॉक है 8,000, और ईयर एंड में साल खत्म होने पर आपके पास 11,000 का बच गया है. ठीक है, तो हम लोग को जब ऐसा इंफॉर्मेशन दिया जाएगा, देन वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज द एक्चुअल स्टॉक ऑफ मेडिसिन कंज्यूम्ड, कितना हम लोगों ने खर्चा किया है. ठीक है, तो उसके लिए आपका इक्वेशन क्या आएगा, आप लिखोगे एक्सपेंडिचर साइड में लिखोगे टू ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ मेडिसिन्स. So opening stock of medicines, how much? Opening stock of medicine is 8,000. So we write here 8,000. ठीक है, इसमें आप ऐड करोगे. अब इस साल आपने कितना परचेज किया, परचेस्ड, ये साल कितना परचेज, वो आपको मिलेगा पेमेंट साइड पे. देखो पेमेंट साइड मेडिसिन कितना परचेज किया आपने, यू हैव परचेज 41,000, तो आप लिखोगे 41,000. ये ऐड करो, ब्रिंग इट डाउन, इट कम्स टू 49,000. फिर माइनस करो क्लोजिंग स्टॉक, कितना बच गया, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक माइनस करो, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक ऑफ मेडिसिन 11,000. सो 11,000 माइनस करो, इट कम्स टू 38,000. गॉट इट? दिस इक्वेशन इज क्लियर. पहला हमको क्या लिखना है, ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ मेडिसिन 8,000, उसमें आपने करंट ईयर में कितना परचेज किया वो लिखो 41,000. दोनों एडअप करो, 8,000 प्लस 41,000 यू गेट 49,000. माइनस करो उसमें से 11,000, दैट इज क्लोजिंग स्टॉक, इट कम्स टू 38,000. नाउ दिस क्लोजिंग स्टॉक, whatever is left out, the medicine whatever is left out, this you will use it for next year. तो ये आपके लिए एसेट हो गया, क्योंकि आप ये मेडिसिन को नेक्स्ट ईयर बेचोगे और आपको पैसा मिलेगा, तो आपके लिए ये क्या हुआ, एसेट्स हुआ है. सो वी राइट इन द बैलेंस शीट एसेट साइड स्टॉक ऑफ मेडिसिन्स, स्टॉक ऑफ मेडिसिन्स, द अमाउंट इज 11,000. स्टॉक ऑफ मेडिसिन, द अमाउंट इज 11,000. Then the next item you have general expenses. So I write here general expenses is 10, general expenses 2, general expenses 1050. Then we have the next item, we have salaries. Salaries we write here 2 salaries, which is 223,500. Then we have stationery, again it is an expense, stationery 2 stationery, which is 2,000. Then you have एक्सपेंसेस ऑन चैरिटी शो, यानी जो शो हमने कंडक्ट किया है उसमें कुछ खर्चा आया है, इट इज़ एन एक्सपेंस. सो वी राइट हियर एन एक्सपेंस साइड टू चैरिटी एक्सपेंस, विच इज 550. देन यू हैव सर्जरी एंड डिस्पेंसरी एक्सपेंसेस. सो सर्जरी एक्सपेंस है ये, 2 सर्जरी 4,200. Then we have equipments. Equipments नीचे भी दिया है, equipments के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन, equipments के बारे में नीचे एडजस्टमेंट पे दिया है. तो अभी equipment पर 2 टिक मार्क है. Yes, if you see here in estimated value of equipment, यानी आपके पास साल के शुरुआत में इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द ईयर यू हैड 15,000. इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द ईयर यू हैड 15,000. सो आप पहले लिखो इक्विपमेंट इज एन एसेट, राइट इन द बैलेंस शीट एसेट साइड इक्विपमेंट. आपके पास पहले कितना था, इक्विपमेंट्स आपके पास पहले था इक्विपमेंट्स 15,000. ठीक है, फिर यहाँ पे दिख रहा है आपके पेमेंट साइड में दिख रहा है बाय इक्विपमेंट, यानी आपने ये साल में परचेज किया है न्यू इक्विपमेंट्स विच इज 10,000 रुपीज. सो दिस यू विल ऐड इन द इक्विपमेंट्स परचेजेस. द अमाउंट इज 10,000. सो 15,000 प्लस 10,000 इट कम्स टू 25,000. ये आपके पास टोटल इक्विपमेंट्स हुआ है. उसके बाद एडजस्टमेंट पे नीचे ये दिया है प्रोवाइड डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन इक्विपमेंट रुपीज 1900, यानी ये डेप्रिसिएशन है इक्विपमेंट के ऊपर। तो डेप्रिसिएशन इक्विपमेंट के ऊपर, तो डेप्रिसिएशन क्या करना है, माइनस करना है, माइनस डेप्रिसिएशन, depreciation amount is 1900. On subtracting this, you will be getting 23,100. So depreciation 1900 subtract karo, you will be getting 23,100. Depreciation has two effect, so we write in income and expenditure account debit side to depreciation, underline it. I am writing equipments 1900, because there is one more depreciation that I will write and then add up and bring it outside. So 1900. So this ends up our equipments part. Then we have buy balance carried down, cash in hand, cash at bank. It is a closing balance of cash in hand, closing balance of cash in hand, cash at bank. So this you will write in balance sheet asset side. Balance sheet asset side you write cash in hand 960, cash at bank 13,000. Just check the amount. Cash in hand is 960, cash in hand is 960, cash at bank is 13,000, cash at bank is 13,000. So with this our receipts and payment account got completed. Now we proceed with the adjustments. If you see the adjustment number 1, subscription due. Adjustment number 1 is subscription due, यानी यहाँ पे चारों भी सब्सक्रिप्शन दिया। देखो ओपनिंग बैलेंस में क्या दिया, देखो यानी अपने पास जो सब्सक्रिप्शन अमाउंट जो है 52,000, इफ यू सी द सब्सक्रिप्शन अमाउंट 52,000, उसके अंदर क्या क्या इंक्लूडेड देखो। सब्सक्रिप्शन ड्यू यानी कि लास्ट ईयर में 310 रुपीज ड्यू था, यानी लास्ट ईयर का 310 रुपीज ड्यू था। इसका मतलब ऐसा समझना है कि लास्ट ईयर का सब्सक्रिप्शन का अमाउंट आपको ये साल आया है, ठीक है। एज पर द रूल वी आर गोइंग टू इंक्लूड इन सब्सक्रिप्शन ओनली द अमाउंट ऑफ करंट ईयर, ठीक है। लेकिन इसके अंदर 310 रुपीज इंक्लूडेड है और ये 310 रुपीज करंट ईयर का नहीं है, ये लास्ट ईयर का है, इसलिए इसका इफेक्ट क्या आएगा, माइनस होगा, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट द इनकम ऑफ करंट ईयर। सो लेस outstanding subscription of last year, which is the last year, it is 18 and 19, as opening is 19, so 18 and 19, it is 310। तो माइनस करो 0 9 9 में से 3 गए 6, it comes to 51,690। ये हम लोग को मिला ही ऐसा, लेकिन ये सब्सक्रिप्शन अमाउंट लास्ट ईयर का है, इसका मतलब वो इनकम ऑफ करंट ईयर नहीं है, इसलिए हमने यहाँ पर माइनस किया है। उसके बाद फिर यहाँ दिख रहा है लास्ट ये ईयर के लास्ट में 31 मार्च 2020, 31 मार्च 2020 में क्या बोल रहा है, सब्सक्रिप्शन ड्यू इज 350 रुपीज, यानी ये साल में ड्यू, यानी ड्यू मतलब आउटस्टैंडिंग है, ये साल का आउटस्टैंडिंग, यानी ये साल में कुछ मेंबर ने सब्सक्रिप्शन अमाउंट नहीं पे किया है। इस साल में कुछ मेंबर ने सब्सक्रिप्शन अमाउंट नहीं पे किया है, यानी ये आउटस्टैंडिंग ऑफ करंट ईयर है। दिस इज आउटस्टैंडिंग ऑफ करंट ईयर, सो यू विल ऐड आउटस्टैंडिंग सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑफ 1920 350 रुपीज। सो ऐड करो, you will be getting 52,000। ओके, सो ये क्या है, सब्सक्रिप्शन ड्यू 350 रुपीज। दिस इज ड्यू मीन्स आउटस्टैंडिंग ऑफ करंट ईयर, सो इट इज एन इनकम विच इज आउटस्टैंडिंग फॉर करंट ईयर। सो व्हाट यू विल डू, यू विल एड अप इन द सब्सक्रिप्शन। ओके, तो ये करंट ईयर का इनकम है, तो इट विल शो इन द एसेट साइड। इसका सेकेंड इफेक्ट आएगा in the balance sheet asset side, outstanding subscription of 2019-20 which comes to 350 rupees. Okay. Then subscription received in advance, subscription received in advance rupees 600, यानी कभी का बैलेंस दिख रहा है, गया साल का दिख रहा है, यानी ये सब ओपनिंग है, मतलब ये गया साल में आया होगा, यानी गया साल में 600 रुपीज मिला है सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस, यानी जो लास्ट ईयर में जो आपको मिला है सब्सक्रिप्शन इन एडवांस वो किस साल का होगा, ये करंट ईयर का होगा. लास्ट ईयर यू हैव रिसीव्ड सब्सक्रिप्शन इन एडवांस, यानी वो 600 रुपीज जो आपको मिला है लास्ट ईयर वो लास्ट ईयर का नहीं है, एज इट इज इन एडवांस, इसका मतलब वो सब्सक्रिप्शन अमाउंट करंट ईयर का है. तो करंट ईयर का है तो हम ऐड करेंगे उसको, ऐड सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस इन 1890, लास्ट ईयर में एडवांस मिला है, तो लास्ट ईयर में एडवांस से मिला है, या मतलब इसका मतलब वो सब्सक्रिप्शन करंट ईयर का है, ये साल का है वो सब्सक्रिप्शन अमाउंट जो आपको लास्ट ईयर में मिला है, विच इज 600 रुपीज. सो यू एड अप दिस 52,640. ठीक है, इसका सेकेंड इफेक्ट नहीं आएगा क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर में मिला है, ये लास्ट ईयर का है. ठीक है, उसके बाद है सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस 150, ये क्लोजिंग मतलब ये साल के लास्ट डेट में दिया है, यानी ये साल में भी आपको सब्सक्रिप्शन एडवांस में मिला है, ये साल में भी आपको सब्सक्रिप्शन का अमाउंट एडवांस में मिला है, यानी वो एडवांस से मिला मतलब कभी का होगा, ये नेक्स्ट ईयर का है. ठीक है, ये नेक्स्ट ईयर का है तो हम इसको यूज नहीं कर सकते हैं, तो हम इसे क्या करेंगे, ये इनकम करंट ईयर का नहीं है तो हम इसे माइनस करेंगे, माइनस सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस ऑफ 1920. सो तो 1920 का है 150, ये माइनस करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज ये इनकम ये साल का नहीं है, इसको माइनस कीजिए तो अभी आएगा 0, 14 में से 5 गया 9, 5 में से 1 गया 4, इट कम्स टू 52,490. 52,490. अब ये अमाउंट हमारे पास है बट ये हम लोग यूज नहीं कर सकते, इसका मतलब हमें इसको वापस करना पड़ेगा. इट इज अ लायबिलिटी, सो वी हैव टू शो इन बैलेंस शीट लायबिलिटी साइड सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस 150 rupees, subscription received in advance. Okay, so with this we have completed subscription. This is complete, this is over. Stock of medicines over, estimated value of equipments we have completed. Buildings is there, building is how much, 40,000. Building is an asset, so we write here building 40,000, it's an asset. Building 40,000 is an asset. Building is an asset of 40,000. There is an adjustment of building. Provide depreciation on equipments 1,900 and on building 1,500. So less depreciation 1,500, so it will be 38,500. Okay, now depreciation has two effects. The first effect will be less from the asset in the balance sheet asset side. Second effect you will show in the expenditure side. Building, which is 1,500, total this you will be getting 3,400. Okay, so with this our sum gets over. Now we have to close the account, so we total the account. Now we total the account. We'll just see the total, which side is heavier. I think we forgotten one thing to write about the capital fund. So capital fund we write in the liability side. Capital fund, which is 1,70,940. Now we total this. So first we total the income side. Income side will total 0, 9 plus 3, 12, 1 carry, 5 plus 5 10 plus 5 15, 1 carry, 8 10 11, 11 plus 7 18, 1 carry, 6 7 8, 88,520. This is credit side total. Now we'll check the debit side total. Debit side total 0 5 10, then 6 11 13 17, 1 carry, 9 10 13 to 15 19 22, 5 to 7 7. So it comes to credit side total is 88,520 and debit side total is 72,700. Now we will just see, subtract and see what is the answer. 0 2 plus 14, this is 15 minus 7 is 8. 7 minus 2 is 5. 15,820. So 15,820 is the surplus. 15,820 is the surplus. So first we write the heavier amount, 88,520 on both the side, 88,520 on both the side. Subtract from these the debit side amount, it comes to 15,820. So write here 15,820. This is to excess of income over expenditure. Excess of income over expenditure, in bracket you write surplus. Excess of income over expenditure, in bracket write surplus, which is 15,820. Now this surplus you add in the capital fund surplus, which comes to 15,820. Adding this 0 6 17 6, 1,86,760. Now you add up this. So on adding the liability side, you are getting total 0 6 plus 5 11, 1 7 plus 1 8 9, 1,86,910 is the correct total. Now we see on the asset side, 0 is 11, 2 11, 11 plus 3 14 plus 5 19, 1 carry, 2 5 8 16, 1 carry, 3 2 5 6 3 9, it's coming 1,86,910. So with this our sum get tallied. Okay students, I hope all the adjustments are very clearly understood. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Please text me. Thank you student. Thanks for your cooperation.